welcome. I'm Joan Stevenson, a co-owner of Stevenson Vestal, and we're very excited to have you coming on board as a new customer. Today, I have Crystal Polfleet with me.
Hi.
And she is going to show us how to step through how to request a quote with our workroom order form. Crystal?
I'm excited to share this information with you. I want you to see how easy it is to work with us. And as a customer service rep, I pride myself on getting quotes back to you within 24 hours or less because I know how important it is for you to close that sale. So today, Joan is going to pretend to be a designer as my new customer.
And I'm excited to be here. I have a customer named Mrs. Smith, and she would like to order a pair of draperies. Now, Crystal, can you help show me how to fill this form out?
Absolutely. The first thing you want to do at the top, it says customer code, and you will get that from me, your customer service rep. And then you want to do the client's name.
Okay.
All right, that's where your Mrs. Smith goes.
Okay. And the job will be?
Well, you want to put ordered by and put your name because with many places there's more than one designer. So if I have a question, I need to know who do I need to contact to get the answers.
Good point.
And then there's a room. You can put the room down there.
Okay, because she might have more than one room. But this is draperies for her living room.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what do I check here? So it looks
You don't
like
have to worry. Well, you can do the quote request because you're
Okay.
not making an order. You just want a quote request.
And I'll fill in the date, of course.
Right. And
Okay.
so before you start about your draperies, I have to ask you a question. Are
What?
these going to be stationary or operational, open and closed?
Operational, so they'll be traversing.
Okay, so if you look up here under draperies, there's a thing for side panels and a side for full coverage.
Oh.
You want the full coverage, and this
Okay.
tells the numbers here correspond with this box here with the information I need to know. So it says
Okay.
1, 2, 11, and 12. So the first one is 1, the complete product name.
Okay, so she wants just regular drapes.
Do you want pinch pleat or top tack or goblet?
You're right.
It's very important.
I didn't know you had so many different types of pleats. But I do know that if I look in the book, you had mentioned to me that I could look up and see the different types of pleat styles that you have. So I guess I really need to get it from the SV Price catalog, correct?
You can, or if you know that they're just pinch pleat or goblet, you know, if I
Okay.
have any questions, I will question you on it.
Okay, well, here we go. I'm just going to write in then pinch pleated draperies.
Yep, you can just put pinch pleat up there.
Okay,
The next thing is box number 2,
okay.
and that's your face width. Now that means your rod width or the area that you want to cover. Not to
Okay.
include your returns, just what is the length of your rod.
Okay, and that I believe, as I recall, is 88 inches. But I'm not really sure.
We can always revise that quote once you
Okay.
get a final measure.
Okay, great. Thank
This
you.
is just for quoting purposes. And then it says number 11, the finished length.
Okay, and I know that's 101.
Okay.
So 101 inches.
And then number 12, very important, the number of products. Are you going to do a pair? Is this like where you're going to have split in the middle, or is it going to be a one-way draw?
Split in the middle. It's
All
going to
right.
be very
Then you'll
traditional.
put one and pair.
Okay, and that's important because the panels would be completely different. Okay.
Right.
Now, what about lining? What do you think I should do for that?
Well, what kind of fabric is it? If it's like a silk type, you're going to need a solo nap.
Well, this is basically just kind of a cotton chintz. It's a little bit of a blend.
You could use our standard
Okay.
satin blend.
Okay, so I'll just check line.
That is
Well,
correct.
how will I know what color it is?
We always default, if you don't specify down here where it says lining, we default with the satin blend, and we always do white. We do offer
Okay.
ivory, but we will always default to white unless you tell me different.
Okay, and I noticed too that you had sent to me the premium lining booklet.
Yeah.
So that is really nice because then I could see, let's say I have somebody that wants all cotton, then I could override that and specify
Absolutely.
the Sateen Dream. Okay, well that's easy enough. Thank you.
The next thing then is I need to know your fabric. This is very important. I need to know the name of it so that when it comes here, we can match it to your order. And I also need to know the width of your fabric and the vertical repeat.
Okay. Well, this is a print, and it's got kind of a neat name. It's called Midnight Blue Sky.
Oh, that sounds pretty.
So I'll just write that in there. Now, do I have to tell you what fabric vendor it's from? Or is that
No, I don't need to
sufficient?
know that.
Okay.
And then do you know how wide it is in your pattern repeat?
Yes, this is the standard 54, but I have to find the pattern repeat. I'm not sure what it is right now.
If you
Can I
have
still
kind
proceed?
of a rough idea, I can quote it like that. If it's a small print, maybe 6 inches, or if it's a very large print, we could do 27.
It's sort of in between. So maybe what should I say, like 24 to be
Yeah.
safe?
And we can always revise that once you get that information.
And then you'll tell me the number of yards,
Absolutely.
correct? That I'll need to
Now,
order.
there's a box here that we did not check, and that's projection.
Oh.
Stevenson Vestal defaults at a 3.5-inch projection. Now, if you
Okay.
have an overdrape, if this is going to go over shears, you may want to check with your vendor where you got your hardware, and it might be a 5 or a 6 here.
Oh,
But if you don't have to put anything there, and if you don't, we will do 3.5 inches.
okay. Well, how would I know it's 3.5 inches?
You would have to look at your rod.
And then what about, I see you have shared specifications.
Oh yeah, at the top of every product that we have in our catalog, there are shared specifications specifically to that type of product, like draperies or valances or accessories. And if
Okay.
you're not sure if we default or not, you can look up there and find your information.
Oh, I like that. That really will help my newer designers that
Mm-hmm.
aren't as familiar. Okay, well, you're making it so easy. All right. So then what? It looks like I need to put a little face fabric swatch.
Right, there's a place here that many people attach a photo of that when they scan it back to me.
Okay.
And in that way, too, it ensures that once we get the photo, once we get your fabric in, that it will match. Because sometimes the
Okay.
vendors send us the wrong thing, and we can say, well, this is a blue solid, and you were wanting a pink polka dot.
Okay, well, that's a very good safeguard. So I can drop ship the fabric and save time and money.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Okay, so I could maybe just scan a color swatch of it, or if I had a little piece of the fabric, put that right on there.
Absolutely, uh-huh.
Okay, and now she might want trim down the leading edge,
Now,
so,
that's a good thing, too, is that you would put that under accent 1,
okay.
and you'd put the trim, and then where it says describe the use, you could put down the lead edges or across the bottom, or where that's going to go.
Okay. I'll just put down the lead edge.
And then you'll notice this is a whole empty spot here where you can attach like your inspiration pic that your customer found on Pinterest, for example.
Oh,
Or if
okay.
you have a specific way you want the trim to be inset, you can draw
Okay.
how you want that to go.
Well, that's very helpful. Okay. Well, anything else, or do you think that's about it?
If that's all your customer wants is some trim and the center draw draperies, then that's all you have to do is then scan it back to me, and I'll get that
Great.
back to you within 24 hours, usually the same day.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you. And this customer really also talked about a valance. I kind of
Oh,
would like
those are
to see if we could-
easy.
Oh,
Those are
good.
easy to do. You just need to use a separate form.
Okay. All right.
So we won't have to fill out all this because I can get that off of there. So again, a valance has up here 1, 2, and 12. There's only 3 things you need to know.
Okay.
You need to know your the type of valance you want. You need to tell me one,
Face
2.
width.
Yep, the face width. And we have, if you look in the catalog, on the top of the valance, there is shared specifications that are some things we automatically default to, like a finished length or a projection, things like that. And then I need quantity.
Oh, that's so easy.
Yep, so basically I just need the name of the valance that you want, I need the face width, and I need the quantity.
Okay. Well, the one she really liked was the Shelburne valance.
Okay, well you can write down Shelburne up here,
Okay.
and is this going to go over those draperies?
Oh, you know what, though? I really think she might like the feel of the Summerfield better with the swoops.
Well, if you want to
So let's go with the Summerfield.
if you want to offer your customer an option, I can quote them both for you.
Okay.
And then once she decides, you can tell me which one she doesn't want, and it's just a click of a button for me to take that off your quote.
Perfect. Okay. Well, then let's go with both, because I'll just put in the notes here, special instructions. Not sure which. Let's get a price for both.
That'll work.
All right. Well, Crystal, thank you so much. You've been very helpful, and I'm really looking forward to getting your quote back, and I'm presuming you'll give me in wholesale dollars, correct?
Absolutely. I always quote in wholesale
Okay.
for you.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
It's been my pleasure.
And thank you, everyone. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.